It was just another regular day when I heard a knock at my door. I wasn't expecting anyone, so I hesitated for a moment before opening it. To my surprise, standing there was my ex-wife, along with her new husband. My heart sank. It had been a while since we last spoke, and I had no idea why they were suddenly at my doorstep. Before I could even greet them, she crossed her arms and said, "Well, looks like you'll be needing a new place to live now." Her husband, standing beside her with a smug expression, nodded in agreement. I was caught off guard. "Excuse me?" I asked, trying to process what was happening. She sighed, as if she had already rehearsed this conversation in her mind. "The house is legally mine now," she said flatly. "We've finalized everything, and I wanted to let you know in person. You need to move out." I felt a wave of emotions: shock, anger, disbelief. I had lived in this house for years. It was where I had built my life, where we had shared memories, both good and bad. And now, she was telling me I had no place here anymore? Her husband finally spoke up. "Look, it's nothing personal. It's just how things worked out," he said, though his tone suggested otherwise. I clenched my fists, struggling to keep my composure. "Nothing personal? You're standing here, in my home, telling me I have to leave, and you think it's nothing personal?" She exhaled sharply, looking impatient. "We're giving you time to pack up and figure things out. But the sooner, the better." I stared at them, my mind racing. I had known things would change after the divorce, but I never expected this moment to hit so hard. I took a deep breath, trying to steady myself. This wasn't just about losing a house, it was about losing a chapter of my life. But one thing was clear: standing there arguing wouldn't change anything. So, with a deep breath, I simply nodded. "Fine. I'll go." As they left, I stood in the doorway for a long time, staring at the walls that had once felt like home. Change had come, whether I was ready or not. Now, it was time to figure out what came next. The silence in the house felt heavier than ever. Every room, every piece of furniture held a memory. Echoes of laughter, whispered arguments, quiet nights spent side by side before it all fell apart. Now, those memories were nothing more than ghosts haunting the walls. I sighed, rubbing my face before forcing myself to move. Dwelling on the past wouldn't help. I needed to pack, to figure out where I'd go next. Pulling out an old duffel bag from the closet, I started stuffing clothes into it. The motions were automatic, but my mind wandered. How had it come to this? I had once believed this house would be my forever home. Now, it was just another place I had to leave behind. My phone buzzed on the nightstand, breaking my thoughts. I picked it up, staring at the screen. A message from Jason, one of the few friends I still had. "Jason, heard the news. You good?" I hesitated before typing back. "Me, not really. Got a place I can crash for a bit?" His reply was almost instant. "Jason, of course. Come over anytime. You don't have to do this alone, man." Relief washed over me. At least I had somewhere to go. Zipping up my bag, I took one last look around. This house had been mine once, but it wasn't anymore. It was time to walk away. I grabbed my keys, took a deep breath, and stepped out the door, into the unknown.